this video, I'm going to show you a little bit about paragraph formatting. We're going to actually change the spacing between these lines of text. Now, PowerPoint actually looks at this as 3 separate paragraphs. Even though we wouldn't technically call it a paragraph, that's the way PowerPoint looks at it. So we're going to actually be using some of the options here in this paragraph area. Now notice right now my ribbon, a lot of these options are dim. It's because I don't have anything selected. Okay, so I need to actually click inside of the text to select that area or move into that area. And then we have those options available to us. So make sure you're on the home ribbon. Now you're going to see, I'm going to make a mistake on purpose here. I'm going to purposely not select this placeholder. Notice the dotted line. Okay, my blinking cursor is on this line of text right here. And we're going to see what happens. It's only going to affect this first line of text because I don't have the entire placeholder selected, so I don't in essence have everything in the placeholder selected. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to use this button right here. This is our line spacing. I'm going to click the down arrow and notice the option here that's already chosen is 1.0. We can call that single spacing. Okay, so that's the automatic spacing in between these lines of text. I'm going to change that to 2.0. And take a look here. Notice there's more space or a double space in between this line of text and that line of text. So it actually added the spacing in between the lines of text, but it did not do it down here. So these two lines of text are a little bit closer together. We might zoom in on that area to be able to see that a little bit better. Okay, so there's more spacing here, less spacing there. Because I had my blinking cursor selected right here, it only affected this paragraph when I made that change to a double spacing. So what I need to do is I'm going to click my undo button to take that off. It undoes the last thing that you did. Let me go ahead and zoom out here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I have the placeholder selected. So I click on that dotted line around that area. It changes to a solid line. Okay, so maybe you can see that here. Changes to the solid line. So now I know everything in the placeholder is selected. So when I make a change, it's going to affect everything in the placeholder. So I'm going to click the down arrow. Go to double spacing. And you probably saw that change as I was sliding down through those options. So now our text is double spaced. I still have the placeholder selected. If I decide I want to change that to triple spacing to space that out a little bit more, I could do that. Let's go ahead and just change that to double spacing. So that is the better option than just adding an extra line of text or an extra space in between those paragraphs to do it that way. So then if we ever had to add another bullet point, notice it automatically puts that extra spacing in there just like we did up here. So that is how you can change the spacing between your paragraphs.